Most people haven't been alone with their own mind in years. We wake up and reach for stimulation, scroll, sugar, noise, more noise. So, I removed everything for 24 hours. No phone, no sugar, no music, no videos, no stimulation. I thought it would feel peaceful. It felt awful. But then, something rare returned. Peace. This wasn't some scientific lab test. It was one ordinary person trying to answer one question. Why do I feel restless, even when life is fine? Why can't I sit still for 5 minutes without needing something? Why does silence feel uncomfortable? So, for one full day, I stopped feeding the mind. And what happened surprised me. I could still eat normal meals. I could still work. I could still walk. But nothing designed to hijack attention. No cheap dopamine. Only reality. And within 1 hour, my mind started fighting back. The weirdest part? I kept reaching for my phone without thinking, like muscle memory. Unlock, scroll, escape. Except there was nothing there. I realized some habits are so automatic they happen before thought. Boredom isn't always boredom. Sometimes it's anxiety with no distraction. Sometimes it's loneliness with no soundtrack. Sometimes it's emotions that were waiting patiently for silence. That morning, I didn't miss content. I missed escape. Then came the strongest craving of the day. Around mid-morning, I wanted sugar badly. Not because I was hungry, because I wanted reward. That tiny hit, that little something nice. And that's when I noticed, many cravings are not for pleasure, they are for relief. I couldn't settle, sit down, stand up, walk, sit again. Mind searching everywhere for stimulation. When we remove noise, we discover how noisy we are inside. That was uncomfortable, but honest. Then something subtle happened. I looked out the window and actually looked. The movement of leaves, the shape of light, the sound of distant birds. Normally, these moments are invisible. Not because they are boring, because attention is elsewhere. Peace didn't arrive dramatically. It became noticeable. But the hardest moment was still ahead. Afternoon was rough. Energy dipped. Mind wanted entertainment. Anything. Even useless things suddenly seemed attractive. I almost justified cheating. Just one short video. Just a little music, just 5 minutes. That voice is clever. It negotiates with weakness. And I understood, this is how many addictions survive. Not with force, with permission. So I sat there, restless, irritated, uncomfortable. And instead of escaping, I watched it. Something surprising happened. Discomfort rises, then peaks, then fades, without needing to obey it. Many urges feel permanent. Most are temporary. By late afternoon, my nervous system felt quieter. Thoughts slowed down. Not gone, just less aggressive, like muddy water finally settling. I didn't feel euphoric. I felt normal. And that felt incredible. Because many people forgot what normal feels like. Constant stimulation steals tiny things first. Patience, attention span, depth, gratitude, stillness. Then one day you realize nothing is wrong, yet peace feels far away. Not because peace disappeared, because noise became normal. Then nighttime changed everything. I went for a walk with no headphones, no podcast, no background voice, just footsteps, wind, breath. And for the first time in a while, I felt present. Not productive, not entertained, present. That word sounds small until you lose it. Many people fear silence because silence reveals things. Stress we ignored, sadness we postponed, questions we buried. But silence also reveals beauty, clarity, simple joy, energy returning naturally. Dopamine itself is not evil. It's necessary. Motivation matters. Pleasure matters. The problem is not dopamine. The problem is endless artificial spikes. When everything is intense, ordinary life feels dull. When intensity drops, ordinary life becomes rich again. After one day, these things returned fast. Focus, patience, taste in simple food, enjoyment in small moments, clearer thinking, and most importantly, the ability to be alone without needing rescue. You may not need more motivation. You may need less stimulation. You may not need another productivity hack. You may need space. You may not be broken. You may be overstimulated. That difference matters. You don't need 24 hours. Start with 6. Watch what your mind does. Watch what it asks for. Watch what returns when you stop feeding everything. Peace is not rare because it is difficult. Peace is rare because it is drowned out. We search for it in apps, purchases, achievements, upgrades. Sometimes, peace is waiting, right behind what you keep consuming. That day taught me something simple. If being alone with your own mind feels unbearable, that is important information. And if silence feels strange, maybe noise has ruled too long. Remove enough stimulation, and you don't become empty. You become available. If this spoke to something real in you, comment "reset" below. And if you want more videos on peace, discipline, mind mastery, and quiet strength, subscribe now. Because in a loud world, we build strong minds quietly.